All right, I think we are connected. Fingers crossed that this is going to work. Let's double check here on the YouTube. Yay! There it is. Cool. Okay. Hey everybody, you're watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed, and this is Pointe Shoe Party number 4 officially. And happy holidays. I have a mug of hot cocoa. Oh my god, so good. Extra chocolate. And I've got Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows on in the background. As you all know, I do love Harry Potter. And at Christmas time especially, I just love either rereading the books or watching the films. Even though I do take issue with the last couple of films, I think that they were not done as well as they could have been done. But more importantly, it's about the pointe shoes. So I use these live stream events to talk pointe shoes, sew pointe shoes, everything and anything, dance of course as well. So hey movie boy, I'm glad you see and hear me, baby. Love you. So also this past week we did our outreach performance for the Nutcracker. That was the first run of it, and it went pretty well. And for those of you who don't know, I have taken the past year to completely retrain my body. I danced professionally with companies for several years and then had a major foot injury, had to take several more years off, and then made a decision to come back. Way later than most people do. Most people have retired by then. And I thought, no, I really want to give it one more shot because I felt like for me, it had been taken away from me a little too soon. And so I found this incredible studio here in Torrance, California. Really, Jojo? Jojo's using the box if you can hear him scratching. Sorry. Oh, hi, Jojo. You're coming up later, aren't you? You going to come up later to be on the video? Maybe? Maybe not. But it's been a hard year, you guys. I mean, first of all, I'm in a class with dancers way younger than me who, they haven't even embarked on their careers yet. It's really exciting to see, where they're at and get a different perspective on life and on dance. But what does this say? The light behind... Oh, cool. Hold on a second. We're having a lighting issue. I'm going to try and fix that. Just a second. Stay put. And then I'll yak more, because I know you're all just thrilled to hear that, to hear about all of it. Okay, we're going to hide this. Lighting issues. Boop, boop, boop. And what am I going to do to cover this thing? Oh, I know. We're going to use the old school towel cover. Let's see if this works. Ready? 1, 2, 3, towel cover. Boop. Maybe? Well, maybe it'll sort of work. I don't know. Okay, we've tried. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blue, blue. Okay, I'm back. Hi. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Anything really that interesting? Hi, Buff Hitler. Hi, Manga. Okay, so, yeah, it's been a really challenging year. I mean, when you're dancing full-time, there's not a lot of time for anything else. I've turned down a lot of dance gigs because I've been reworking my body, and it's been so rewarding, and I've made some major progress. Guys, for the first time ever, I am doing fouettes on pointe on stage. Now, like I said, I've danced with professional ballet companies. I've gotten to do some lead roles, believe it or not, but nothing like lead in Swan Lake or the lead in Don Quixote. I have done the lead in Giselle. There are no fouettes in Giselle, by the way. And so somehow I dodged that bullet for many years. And now here I am doing them twice on stage during the Nutcracker. So on Wednesday, it went okay. It did not go great. It went okay. I did manage to cover on the first set of 8. I had to do 11 fouettes in flowers, and I pulled out about 8 and then felt my weight just shifting slightly. And rather than trying to get back into it because I was so far forward on the stage, I got right back into a bourrée turn and finished that way instead. And here's the thing, you guys. I watched the video today, and to be perfectly frank, I wanted to quit. I did. I wanted to give up so badly. On the one hand, I know I've come a long way, but I'm still nowhere close to where I want to be. And if you all are dancers like me, you understand how hypercritical we are of ourselves. And all I could see was my right foot seemed weak. My arabesque didn't seem high enough. My grand jeté was not a nice, 180 to full. It was low. And I know that day I was tired. I wasn't feeling well. I'd only gotten 5 hours of sleep the night before because of extenuating circumstances. I'm usually very careful about all that stuff. But it was depressing. It was really depressing. And I went home and cried. I did, because I have such high expectations for myself. But today I went into the studio, I warmed up, I put on a new pair of shoes, and I worked on the fouettes again. So just got to keep on working on it, and it's work, it's a job. So my job is to play this role and to the best of my ability and to keep on going. And I still have no idea where it's going to go. But anyways, one of the interesting things that happened, ooh, what does Manga say? Do you like more the classic pretty roles, the gritty or more modern roles? Oh my gosh, I love the gritty roles, definitely. They're more in line with kind of my personality. But that being said, Giselle is also one of my favorite roles. So I guess it goes both ways. It really depends on the project. But on Wednesday, I warmed up in a pair of Grishkos, and they were perfect at the beginning of warm-up. By the time I finished warm-up and then got through the snow scene, because I also play a snowflake in the snow scene, they were dead. And so I had to switch shoes partway through the show to be able to finish Sugar Plum. And I put these on, these Russian points, and they worked well. But they're also just on the verge of being a little bit too soft, so no bueno. So then last night I sewed up a fresh pair. Where did they go? These are brand spanking new Russian points that I just put on today, and they're just perfect. So the fouettes felt good in these. Got a nice strength to them. I already pre-jet glued them, guys. My new favorite item, jet glue. You know I also use shellac for a quick fix. But the jet glue is nice because I can just drip it right down into the box. What happens to me with my feet, my left foot is a lot more bendy than my right foot. And what happens is it makes my shoe die. Here we go. Here's an example. If this is the shoe, it starts to go soft right here. Just here in the shoe it turns to mush, and everywhere else stays hard, but right there it starts to die on me. So I can take this jet glue and drip it down inside the box right into that spot, and if it's sinking a bit, I make sure that I press it out before I put the glue in so you don't get on your fingers. And then that hardens the box up, and I can throw it in the oven for a little bit to really harden up the box and make it last longer. Now, by the way, for all those of you who follow me on Instagram at ballerinabadass.com, you are aware of what happened to me the other day when I put my shoes in the oven at 400 degrees but did not turn the oven off. What you're supposed to do is preheat the oven to 400 degrees and then put the shoes in and turn the oven off. I did not turn the oven off. And these were brand new, perfect shoes. Like they were just ready to do Nutcracker. And the ribbons got ruined. Luckily, they weren't my nice elastic ribbons that I like. But here's what happened to the elastic itself. It just turned to mush and the burn on the back. Now, I can still wear these, thank God. I just need to trim off the ribbons and the elastic, put fresh elastic and ribbon on, and then I can take either calamine lotion and pat that all over it like I used to when we were kids at my studio. We had to dull the shoes by putting calamine lotion all over them, and it made them all a nice, soft, pretty pink. But I think what I'm going to do with these shoes, because we need flesh-colored shoes for our performance of Robert Kelly's piece that's been choreographed on the company for the spring, I'm going to save these for that. I'm going to give them a flesh tone covering. So I'll use base makeup, foundation makeup that I use on my face, and I'll put it all over the shoe. And then these will be a perfectly lovely pair of shoes for that. But oh my God, you guys, this is why you don't want to leave the oven on, FYI. Oh, you're going to ask how old I am, Manga? Oh, I don't tell people how old I am. I mean, if you really want to do your research, I'm sure you can find out somewhere, but I've told people how old I am, and then they all have opinions about me, and I'm like, I don't know, how old do I feel today? Some days I feel like I'm 90. Some days I feel like I'm 9. So, okay. So some people have been asking me about, show us how you break in your new shoes. So here we go. Russian points. Love these shoes. They really I love all different kinds of pointe shoes for all different reasons. So I'm not just a one shoe kind of girl yet. As much as I'd love to be a shoe ambassador for a pointe shoe company, I'm still finding my shoe while I'm still finding my optimal technique level. So I've switched between Grishkos and Freeds and Russian points. I would love to try Gaynor Mindens just once, even though, you know, I haven't seen that they're the most pretty shoe. They do look fabulous on Joy Womack, but anyways, today, Russian points. So the thing I love about the Russian point is that my feet seem to be able to really connect with the shoe and get right up into position. And I feel very solid and secure on the shoe, but not so high up in the arch. Like with Grishkos, I love the way they look, but sometimes I feel like I'm going way up high onto this really high shank. And when they start to get mushy, it's harder to get up and hit that nice arch, if that makes any sense, you guys. I don't know. But oh, cool, Manga, hi, okay, cool. Oh, you're from Indiana, nice. I did Butler University for a year. And you do woodwork, sweet, okay. Cool, and hip-hop, nice. Rock on, dude. So, by the way, stay tuned at the very end of this Pointe Shoe Party. I'm going to have a couple of trivia questions, and whoever gets them will get a Christmas giveaway gift surprise. So, stay tuned for that. We're going from 4 to 6 today. Because, oh, I think that's the lights banging against the door. Weird. It sounded like somebody was knocking. Okay, so first thing I do for the shoes, everybody. Got the shoe. Here is the description of what the shoe size is and everything. So I take my journal, and I've saved, if you'll see back here, this is sort of I keep a tally of my shoes, and I put the sticker on, the date that I sewed them, and then also I name each shoe. So for instance, these Burn guys, this is left and right Z. This pair was left and right pound. I use numeric, alphanumeric things. This one was left and right heart. So for these, and I want to put one of the Russian point things in here, but this way it's kind of like a pointe shoe journal. Then you can look back and say, oh wow, those shoes, I've had these shoes since this date. Here's when they finally died on me. You have a kind of an understanding, and then I can also make notes like, oh, I liked them, didn't like them, which I haven't left a lot of room for notes on here. That wasn't very smart. But I can make a little tiny note saying, you know, best pair, not good pair, etc. So you know what? Let's just scoot this one down a bit. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So I'll take this guy. Come off of here. There we go. And put it down here. Like that. And then, do I have a pen on me in my kit? I try to keep a pen in my sewing kit at all times. Here, I got a Sharpie. That's okay. Let's name these. What do you guys think? Star, maybe? I think so. Yeah. Let's do left and right star. And then I do try to decide which shoe's going to be left and which one's going to be right. Yeah, I'm going to make this one right. So, right. It's kind of a funky star. Oopsies. And left. Sharpie isn't as great because when you sweat, it kind of gets messy. I recommend like a ballpoint pen when you do this, but that's me. Yay, so left and right star. All right, I'm going to take the stickers off the back as well. Now, with Russian points, I do like to take my X-Acto knife and kind of whittle down the sides a bit, because this is just, what is this, cork on the bottom, or I don't know what, yeah, I guess, or some kind of leather suede, but I just try to trim down the sides so that it's a little bit closer to the floor, and then I'll also score it with the X-Acto knife. I'll show you guys how I do that, because that gives it a little more grip. And we are using rosin on these floors at this theater. By the way, we're performing this Saturday and Sunday at El Camino College at the Marcy Auditorium, and both shows are at 2 p.m. And that's it this year, you guys, which is pretty, I know in the long run that's pretty darn easy. It's so funny. I did experience some anxiety, I mean, around the part. And I realized, I was like, I need to get over that. I mean, this is just 2 shows, not 32 shows like professional companies are doing. So And then on the other hand, well, we're coming back to a whole new way of dancing. So, okay, we've got that in the journal. Let's get the X-Acto knife out. Here we go. So, got the back of the shoe. Be very careful with X-Acto knives. They're so sharp, oh my lord. And I just whittle along the very edge, just like that. It's a tiny thing, but it does make a difference for me in the way my shoes grip the floor. So I do like that. It's so funny, you guys. I had a moment yesterday. You know, I haven't been feeling well, and it's the holidays too, so I'm missing my mom and everything. But, you know, those of you who know me, I am a pretty private person, or you could call me a loner. I mean, I've always kind of been that way. I've always had friends, but, you know, I don't have this huge posse that I always hang out with. And I've always kind of been on my own. But it's funny because secretly I always want to fit in with the group, but I don't know. Maybe it's my anxiety or something. But yesterday they were doing Secret Santa, and I gotta tell you, it really hurt to not be included in the Secret Santa. It did. And I know I'm not part of that group. I'm not, you know, I'm technically on faculty, but I still am under contract with the company. It's weird. You know, I'm in this weird, awkward middle place. I don't really like it. But I have my family here at home. I'm very lucky to have that. And I've got my friends who aren't in Torrance, but they're in Los Angeles, and I have friends in New York and all over the world, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I have all you guys too. So that makes me feel better. But it's so funny to catch myself sometimes. You think you're like, oh, I'm beyond all that nonsense. And then you're like, oh, no, I'm not. It still hurts when you feel left out. Interesting. So, anyways, ramble. So I have just trimmed a little bit off the sides, off the edges on either side. I'm going to take a little bit off the heel as well. There we go. Telling you guys, there's the ups and downs of perfectionism. I mean, the upside, you're constantly working to be better, to get better, to do more, to achieve, to, you know, to make progress. But, God, the downside, it's watching videos of yourself dance and wanting to quit, and wanting to just never being satisfied with your work ever, to the point of just, you know, self-loathing. It's really tough. So I've done that. Now I'll take the X-Acto knife and I'll score it. You can also use a nutmeg grater, scissors. And this isn't huge, but it's a little bit of a difference. And I go on a diagonal in one direction, all the way down. These shoes are handmade. I love handmade shoes. I really do. And the other. Okay. Try not to get the satin, because again, X-Acto knives are so strong, so sharp, I should say, they will just rip right through that satin. And then as your shoe deteriorates, it comes apart faster, so you don't want that. Ta-da! Okay, so now it's been scored a bit. All right, let me do the other shoe. Also, what I like to do, I take this, and I will give the box a nice mush. Let's get this trash out the way first, though. Trashola. What am I in my trash bag? Oh, over here. Perfect. So then I'll take the box, and I'll just use my hands to press that down a bit, open it up. So I'm just kind of mushing the box a bit, not too close to the toe. But this way, if you can see the difference now, this is the mushed shoe, this is the unmushed shoe. So there's a little more spread there for my bunions to fit in. Okay, so I'll set that shoe aside. Let's do the other one. Manga, you're weirding me out with your requests here, dude. I gotta tell you. No, I'm not gonna do all that. I did my video for you. So that's it. I've got a bunch more videos I've got to do for other people. I've got a long list of requests and not enough time to get it all done. So I'm currently editing one about maintaining my tutu, cleaning it, how to clean your tutu after a performance, and then of course a backstage one about the Nutcracker, and the one on tip on spotting, a spotting quick tip. And oh, I'm really excited, you guys. I recently became a brand ambassador for a different kind of shoe. It's this fabulous line of shoes called Cala shoes out of the UK. And this is a brand new company. The girl who runs it, she suffered from bunions for years. And she, like me, loves really cute, high-heeled shoes. All kinds of shoes, but she often found that she couldn't wear them because they wouldn't fit around her bunions, or they wouldn't flatter her bunions. Either way, it was a problem, so she decided to create her own company and her own line of shoes that is specifically tailored for women with bunions. So I have been following her for a while, and her shoes are fantastic, you guys. They're just so cute. And she sent me a pair, and she's making me one of her brand ambassadors. Oh my God. So I got the shoes. I'm making a video about it. I'm not going to show them to you guys now, but I want you to go to her website and check it out, and definitely mention that I sent you. Hopefully I can find a way down the line, if this continues, that I can get you guys a promo code, which would be really cool. But such cute shoes and so comfortable. I mean, my feet felt like they were walking in slippers compared to other shoes, and these are high-heeled shoes. So, very excited to show you guys that video when it's done. So I have a lot of editing to do. There's just not enough time. And then finally, I'm finishing up. It's taken so much longer than I thought it would, which it always does. I'm finishing up the documentary on my first ballet mentor, Miss Alexandra Zaharias. I got the final interview with her at Thanksgiving, and I needed to get that to sort of round out the entire documentary. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. She has been teaching for over 65 years. She has mentored literally thousands of dancers. She's created professional ballerinas that have gone all the way to principal level, and she's created people of all walks of life. You know, when you do ballet, it's not just to become a professional ballerina. It's so much more than that. You know, discipline and grace and posture and coordination, culture, art, music. It's all of that. So, yeah. Anyways. Nope. Careful. There we go. Okay. And then we'll score this one. You really gotta watch your fingers. You can get X-Acto knives at art shops, craft shops. Dang, I sliced it. Oh, okay, good. Not too bad, I don't think. You can always take a little glue and glue the satin back together where you sliced it, if need be. I don't know if you all have been watching, but this week was the week that David Halberg, famous professional ballet dancer, went back to the stage. He has been off for over a year in rehab for his ankle. He was a principal with ABT, and then also the first ever American dancer to become a principal with the Bolshoi Ballet, I think it is, if that's not correct. But huge, wonderful guy. And so he made his return to the stage debut in Coppelia. So I'm dying to know how it went. I'm not a friend of his, so, you know, it's not. I don't know personally how it went, but I'm hoping there'll be more news and updates on the show, and I'm really hoping that they'll share, I don't know, some footage of him performing. That would be really cool. So right now I am opening up the box a bit by pressing down on it. Again, I'm not pressing down here. I want this part to stay hard for my feet, but this part up here needs to get a little softer because when I roll through, right here is where I need the satin to be able to move for my foot, but I still need the support. It's a careful balance, you know? Find just that right vamp. There we go. And the thing that's tricky about performance shoes is that they need to be perfect. Like, they need to be broken in right to that point where they're just ready to be, I don't know, at that peak moment, like when the flowers like blossoms and it's right at that most perfect moment, but then right after that is when it starts to deteriorate and die. So with the pointe shoes, it's similar. It's like, if you go just a little too far, then they deteriorate so much faster, and it's happening on stage. And I just heard that apparently Misty Copeland goes through 10 pairs of shoes a week. I'm sure other dancers at her level go through that many pairs, plus those kind of feet that she has. I can only imagine. And for me, I mean, when it comes to performing Nutcracker, it feels like I go through a pair per performance. Just depends on how much I break them in. But I save them because I am definitely on a pointe shoe budget, and I've been very lucky to have some Pointe Shoe Angel sponsor, but I still save them all because I can make them last. If I just let them sit for a month or two, even just a month, maybe put them back in the oven and bake them for a bit, and then you know, glue them up, they actually will harden again, and I can get a couple more uses out of them. So I save them. So now I'm darning the shoe. I darn the tips of my shoes because it helps with the platform. It helps them last longer for me. They don't deteriorate as quickly, and I have a better balancing point for my feet. So again, you should watch Joy Womack's YouTube channel on what she does for her darning. It's insane. She has a whole process. It takes her like 3 hours to do one pair of shoes, she says, because she puts all this stuff on the bottom, like a little cover of, I think, of all these leftover elastics, and she makes it like a little, like, I don't know, like a wig. And then she sews it all on there. So, to each their own, y'all. Hands are a little sweaty. I'm going to get out my needle nose pliers. Sometimes if you have a hard time pulling the needle through when you're darning, you can use the needle nose pliers to help, which I really like. It felt good to get out on stage again. And when I say on stage again, I've been on other stages since my time with professional companies, but this was this stage seats 2,000. So it's definitely closer to the size of like the Aronoff Theater in Cincinnati that I danced at, or you know, bigger theaters like that. And then also the lighting. You know, we have spotlights on us, and that makes a big difference in the way you perform. It's a definite shift in balance, in spatial awareness, and everything, and it's tricky. So it's a challenge for me, you know, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity to do this, in the hopes that it will better prepare me for the next opportunity that I have to perform, whatever that may be. So here I'll use the needle nose plier to put the needle through. I haven't watched Deathly Hallows in a long time. Okay, now take my scissors. Let's rethread this. Okay. So for you guys, if you can see how far I've gotten so far, I do a crisscross pattern. Okay, that light's on. Good. I'm going to turn on one more light for me. There we go, that's nice. If you guys could see all the pointe shoes I have surrounding me, it's ridiculous. So many pointe shoes. Okay, here we go. Darning thread. And I double my darning thread. Trim it. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to be sewing. I know it's so fascinating to watch, but it's kind of nice to not have to talk too much, because that can be exhausting, and I am definitely getting over a cold. It is not fun being sick while trying to perform. I took a Dramamine yesterday for the first time ever. My body was like, good night. I definitely fell victim to the drowsiness side effect. But at least it stopped the sneezing and runny nose for a bit. That was nice. Yum. Cocoa. Aren't you guys getting close to being done with one whole side of a shoe with darning? I know, it's just like, this is nice actually, it's nice and quiet. Anyone who's watching this video later, I know it's not as crazy as some of my other point shoe parties where we just have major dialogue going, but I also didn't do a lot of marketing or, I don't know, advance notice on this video. It's kind of last minute. I don't mind. 3 of you who are watching, I hope you'll stay tuned till the end because I am doing the giveaway, which I will leave up on this video as an opportunity for anyone who watches this video after the streaming is over. There's going to be 12 prizes available. So those people who answer the questions correctly, the first 12, will get a present. Ta-da. Excited. Oh, here's Dobby the elf. Yay, I love Dobby the elf. Oh, it's not Dobby, it's that other elf. Oops. Oh, what was his name? Forget his name. Okay, so check it out. Oh, cool, I got a question from KK Fraser. Hey, I was wondering if you have any tips on nervousness. In my studio's Nutcracker, I was chosen as Clara. Oh my god, congratulations, that's so cool. I have never been nervous before a performance, but it is tomorrow and I am super nervous. I hear you. Okay, I was really nervous on Wednesday, and I was thinking about that too because when you're performing all the time on stage, it's like riding a bike. You get used to it, and I know they always say it's like riding a bike, you never forget, but in this case it's more like you're just used to it, and the nerves tend to calm down a bit. And if it makes you feel any better, Sarah Mearns, principal dancer with New York City Ballet, she posted on her Instagram recently that Sugar Plum Fairy is still the only role that she gets nervous for. Isn't that funny? So even the principals have nerves sometimes. But what I do, for me, I remind myself that it's just another day. It's just another job. And 30 minutes after it's over, people are going to be moving on to other things. It's not like a movie where it's forever there in the movie that people will watch over and over again. It's a live performance, so that takes a little bit of pressure off right there. And I know some people might record it, but typically it's just not the same. Then I think to myself, I'm not doing this for me, it's about telling the story. And if I really focus on my part, and like for me, I'm the Sugar Plum Fairy, so being the role and interacting with the other dancers on stage, the more I interact with the other dancers on stage and take my focus off of the audience, my nerves calm down a lot. Then, this is something I'm definitely putting more effort into this weekend than what I did on Wednesday, but I noticed I was kind of holding back a little bit because I wasn't sure of the flooring. It was a little slippery. My shoes were a little soft, but everything sort of sunk back a bit. And whenever I felt really confident and open and lifted and strong and elegant, then my dancing got better. So I definitely think whatever you do it full out. Go big or go home, right? So, if you're Claire and you're running to get the doll and you're so excited about the doll, really go for it, and I don't think in theater, yes, you can reach a point of overacting, but if you really are believing in what you're doing, I think it'll read well for the audience. I also drink lots of water before the show, definitely no coffee. Caffeine does not help the nerves. That just makes them worse. I eat really well before the show. Have some chicken or some kind of protein. That's really good, a couple hours beforehand, maybe an hour before the show, and it will get you through the performance. Also, and I mentioned this in another video, Devin Carney, who's now the artistic director of Kansas City Ballet, says he likes to drink 3 8-ounces of water, 3 large glasses of water 3 hours before the show, and then 1 large glass of water 1 hour before the show, and then he'll have sips of water throughout, and that really gets him hydrated in the right way, but not overhydrated. And then I find things to spot, right? So places that I can look at. There's the red dot or the exit sign in back. Those really help. Keep breathing and keep using your plie. That's the final thing, okay? When you have to take a step, take a nice big plie. It will help ground you and get you ready for the step better. And breathing. Just check in with yourself and breathe. So I hope those tips will help you. And I want to hear how it goes. So after your show, please tell me how it goes. Shoot me a message here on Facebook because I am so excited to hear about everyone's experience doing Nutcracker at all levels. It's just part of being a ballerina or ballet dancer for you men. Okay, then, oh, you want to know if it's real turquoise? Yes, this is my grandmother Virginia's ring. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah, you're right. Most of the time, the performances aren't filmed. Manga. That was my grandmother's ring. This is my grandmother's ring. This is a dogwood flower, which is the state flower of Georgia, where I was born. This is a frog ring. One of my ex-boyfriends gave me. I love this ring. I think frogs are good luck. And that's my wedding ring. Boom. So, yeah. All right. So this pointe shoe has now been completely darned. Now we'll do the other shoe. So exciting. Oh, you're welcome. KK Fraser. You're welcome. Right. Okay. Oh, do I have a message here? I have to check multiple places here for messages, apparently. I guess I could also periscope this while doing this. Let's check these. Oh, it's the lamp, huh? Oh, okay, so if I turn the lamp off, is that better, you guys? Can you... Okay, I have my technical director in the background telling me that the lighting is not helping, so I'm hoping now that I've turned off the lamp over there. I don't know what it looks like. Oh well. Anyways, let's get this going. I guess if I just put it here. So exciting. Oh, it is better without the lamp. Okay, good. Huzzah. Pointe Shoe Party and Christmas giveaway. Let's go live, and then we double tap. Hey everybody, anybody here on Periscope watching? Let's put it there. Oh, thank you, Manga. I'm glad you think it's better. Oh, and of course now the battery's low on here. It's just something, it's never ending. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm doing a pointe shoe party where I'm sewing shoes and answering any questions about pointe shoes, but I've got to get the power source for the computer because I'm live streaming on my YouTube channel. Here we go. Power source. So any of you who are not following me on YouTube, be sure to go and subscribe to Ballerina Badass. And then you can watch all of these events. There we go. Bam! Take that, computer. All right. So For Periscope people, I just finished darning this pointe shoe all the way around, and now I'm darning this pointe shoe. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, manga, I don't care if my forehead's shiny. Seriously, dude. Alright. So, I was telling everybody who was watching about how our Nutcracker performances went on Wednesday, and all in all, they went fine. I mean, people came up and said nice things to me, but when I watched the video, I was not happy at all. I have a lot of things that I want to improve. Don't know if I will be able to improve them in time to finish the shows out, but long term, there's still so much I have to work on in my, gosh, my right foot just, now the shoes were dead that I was dancing on, but still, I think that also it's just a weakness in the right foot. It's really strange. And then my leaps, it's funny, I mean, I know I'd gotten my soda straws to a nice 180-degree level, but boy, on stage on Wednesday, they were not there. I was not happy about that. That just, bleh, I wanted to barf. Do any of you all want to barf when you're watching? Because I know I do. When you watch yourself on camera, it sucks. Kind of like right now. Do I ever fall anymore? Nope, I do not tend to fall. But, you know, knock on wood, I mean, even the greatest ballerinas, there are videos of them falling. So if you have a slippery stage, it's possible. You know, or a partner drops you or something like that. It can happen. But, nope. I do not fall. Ooh, what does this say? Oh, hey, welcome to Periscope. Welcome. I know. It should be more talky, but it's not. I'm sewing shoes. That's what I'm here to do. I don't know, like, how many pirouettes can I do in a row without winding back up? It depends on the day. I mean, regularly 2 to 3, but occasionally 4. That's very occasionally. So, anyways, I like darning my pointe shoes because it helps them last longer. I was telling them on YouTube that as well, and I like the way it looks. The satin stays in place a lot longer. It doesn't, you know, fray, look all nasty on the tips of the pointe shoes. I think it's a cleaner look. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off and then get some more thread. Oh, it's Linda. Hey! What is my skincare regimen? Because I have really great skin. Oh, Linda, you are so sweet. Awesome question. Thanks, man. You know, for years I would do like all kinds of creams and things, but what I found, it's more important what you put inside your body than what you put on the outside. I mean, every night just about every night I wash my face with like a light face cleanser. I use oil of Olay, which isn't the best. I have a friend who says I should only use honey on my face. But I will use coconut oil around my eyes to get all the eye makeup off. And then I'll wash my face. And then I'll put like a really nice thick night cream on. And then in the morning I always, you know, wash my face off again and then I moisturize, and I use like a really strong SPF, it's like SPF 50 on my face, and I use that, and then I put base on every day to cover. That's also another layer of protection against the sun because my skin's white as heck, as you can see, whitey white. So the key though for me is the food that I eat and the vitamins that I take. There's a really great book called The Wrinkle Cure, and it talks about, I mean, it seems like obvious stuff, but eating things like salmon and blueberries and healthy foods like that, it really makes a difference in your skin. Melon, things, and I eat tons of greens. I eat spinach and kale, and I eat fruits. I make a lot of fruit smoothies with lots of kale and broccoli, and I eat chicken. I do eat red meat, but I try and balance it out. I'd like to think I only eat red meat once a week, maybe twice a week. But then my vitamin regimen, CoQ10, alpha-lipoic acid, iron, calcium, there's a whole nother, you know, a B vitamin. There's all these different fish oil, and I'll have it maybe every 2 to 3 days. I'll eat them all at once just at night before I go to bed. I know there's ways that you're supposed to eat them throughout the day to optimize getting all these vitamins. The full list is in that book, The Wrinkle Cure, but I just swallow them all at once at night with some nice orange juice, and then I sleep on it, and that's what I do. So I guess that's it. Oh yeah, I do eat sushi, totally. You figured I did more than 7 pirouettes. That's cute, Manga. No, not yet. Let's just say not yet. Christina, hey! Just curious what your role in the Nutcracker this year is. I haven't been super faithful to your videos because of nut rehearsals. Oh, girl. Totally get it. I haven't been faithful to making the videos. I have so many videos in edit right now, I was saying earlier, that I've got to finish for you guys because I want to get them out to you. But boy, you know, life just happens. Christmas and work, rehearsals. I'm doing the Sugar Plum this year, but the version that they do the one where Clara gets to become like this princess who wears a tutu, so she ends up doing the pas de deux. So I don't get to do the pas de deux this year, which that's my favorite part. Honestly, I could do without the solo. I don't care about the Sugar Plum solo as much as I do the pas de deux, and I don't get to do it this year, but I'm very grateful for this opportunity to perform the role because it's not the easiest. It's different than most Sugar Plums, so that's good. It's like a new way of dancing, and I like that, and blah, blah, blah. I'm a little bit tired right now. I was telling everyone earlier I'm getting over a cold. But how are your Nutcracker rehearsals going, Christina? And have you started performing? Oh my god, and I love you too, by the way. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see. Somehow I knew you were going to say it's what you put inside. Yeah. Oh, the reason my hair looks healthy and shiny is because it doesn't get out much anymore. It lives in a bun, so it just stays all wrapped up and doesn't get worn out by the wind and elements. And I haven't put a curling iron to it in a long time. Because when it's down, I tend to want to do things like that. So that's good. I'm glad you think it looks healthy and shiny. Haha. Oh, I know, Manga. Yeah, you'd think it'd be a ripoff, but it was actually a really good trade-off. For what I've learned at this studio from this private coaching and class coaching and everything, it's been well worth it. So I'm very, very grateful. But next year, I cannot wait to go back to guesting where, you know, I turned down a couple of guesting spots this year to do Nutcracker because I was committed to just this studio, and I made that promise. But typical guestings pay $2,000 a pop, and that's just to do like 2 or 3 runs, maybe, and about 10 minutes of dancing per run. That's pretty good for me. I'm pretty okay with that money. So, yeah, it may not be television money, but it's good money. I would be very grateful to get back to that next year. So, fingers crossed that will work out. Excuse me. No, I don't think I'd ever eat a 14-ounce T-bone steak. Maybe a few years ago I could have, but I can't eat that much meat in one sitting. There's no way. No. I do like a nice petite filet mignon, though. That's tasty. It's been really tough lately because I've been watching a lot of vegan channels, animal saving channels, things like that, because I do love animals. And the more I watch, the more I see the way they treat animals, especially in the meat packing industry. It's horrible. And the fact that we're putting all of that negative energy into our bodies, it's bothering me. Not enough that I've quit eating meat. I do like meat. I love bacon and all that. But I'm feeling conflicted, guys. I will say that. The feeling of conflict is there. I sometimes feel like a big old hypocrite. Hypocrite. So, I don't know. We'll see. I definitely don't eat veal. I never have. That's one of my, like, nope, eating little baby calves just doesn't make sense to me. But I think more about what else we're eating that I don't even realize how they're treating the animal, and you could stay up late at night with nightmares thinking about all that. It's tricky. Hello, Periscope people. I know all the excitement here on this Periscope video, watching a girl sew her shoes. Let's see. Okay, I know not having the light on in the background is helpful for you guys, but it's not helpful for me. Because now I'm getting all the light in front of me from the computer, and it's okay. But shoot. I just got my eyes tested, by the way. They are 20/20, but still, you make, haha, I make sewing look fun, huh? Har har. Ooh, you make sewing fun. That's all I wanna do. You guys, you would love this. So the other night, we finished Nutcracker, and you're pretty wired after that. There's a great article right now in Dance Magazine, I think, by Stella Abrerski, fabulous dancer, principal ballerina with ABT, by the way, and she talks about what it was like going from a soloist to a principal level and how she just needed so much more stamina, and it really kicked her butt, and so she's learned how to dance through that, which is wonderful. And she, you know, the kinds of foods that she eats to keep her energy up, the way she actually uses her fatigue as a way to breathe through the role and feel it rather than letting it pull her down. Do you do ballet? Oh yeah, I do. Do you? I love ballet. That's what I do. That's kind of the whole point. But she, what was the point? Wait. Oh, that's right. So she has, but at the same time, she's so wound up after a performance. Sometimes she won't go to sleep until 4 a.m. It's crazy. So on Wednesday night after the Nutcracker, I stayed up, God, for at least an hour texting a friend of mine, back and forth, just quotes from The Princess Bride. We were having a contest to see who could remember the most lines from Princess Bride, and he won easily. It was kind of pathetic. I said, look, dude, if it were Labyrinth, I would school you. And he agreed. But Princess Bride, nah, not so much. Have fun. I'm off to La Jolla to hear Anne Rice and her son Christopher. Oh, cool! Linda, have a great night. And Linda, thank you so much for watching always. I just love having you as a friend on all of these channels. It's great to converse with you. And I love following your own dance journey. Very cool. So yeah, have a good time tonight. And tell me how it goes. Later, Gator. All right. Love the Periscope people keep like jumping on and then they're like, and we're done. So, hi, come by and say hi and then move on to the next thing. It's just me sewing some pointe shoes, watching Harry Potter. So exciting. Let's see, the alternative is just sewing these alone. And how sad would that be? So sad. So very sad. Oh my god. Are any of you guys Harry Potter fans? Anybody? I just like having it on in the background even sometimes because it just reminds me of my mom. It's wonderful. Amanda, yay! Your injuries heal incredibly fast, at least faster than mine. I've had a torn hamstring since May. Oh, girl. Oh my god. Well, first of all, you might have torn yours further than I sort of, hurt mine. I don't know if mine was fully torn or not. So the level of injury could have been worse, A. B, hamstrings, I mean, I've been told this several times, hamstrings lie, and they're tricky little creatures. So even though mine is better, I'm still very careful about it because at any moment, what the hamstring will do is it'll say, oh, I'm doing better again. Go ahead and start stretching and dancing full on. And then you'll do it, and it'll get bad again. So it's really smart that you are taking it easy and taking a long time to let it heal. I'm definitely better, but it's still, I'm very conscious of the fact that it could come back and bite me in the butt at any moment. So take it easy on that hamstring, girl, and thanks for the words of encouragement, but I want to send them right back to you. So there. A fake beard and ball cap. Dude, you're a weirdo, Manga. I don't know what your deal is. I don't know. Guys, this... He makes interesting comments. But so far, none of them have been fully inappropriate, so he can stay. For now. Hi, 2 people on Periscope. What up, yo? Where you guys at? How far are you away? I've had people come on to my live streams from all over the world. It's pretty cool. I love that. We're all one world. I wonder how many people are doing Nutcracker right now as we speak. I mean, there are literally... Oh, Florida! Nice! We're in Florida. I know everybody has family in Florida. I have family in Dade City. Very little family left, but not Dade County, Dade City. And there's actually a restaurant there. It's been there for over 100 years, and it's my family restaurant, although I don't own it. But it's called Lunch on Limoges. So if you're ever in Dade City and you go to Lunch on Limoges, tell them I said hi. Let's see. Where do I buy most of my leotards? Alien Soup, what up, yo? Yeah. Okay. I typically like to go Discount Dance is good, but I want to try them on. I just bought a new one from the dance store on Robertson because I do like to try it on and see how it looks. But quite honestly, I've saved a lot of my leotards for years, and as long as the elastic doesn't die, I keep wearing them. I really like the old school leotards because they're simple, clean lines, and the way they're cut, they flatter my body better. I'm not into these new leotards where there's just like a bunch of extra fabric crisscrossing and a lot of lace all over the place and stuff. It bothers me. I do like those full-armed mesh leotards. I mean, Yumiko makes some really great leotards, but oh my god, so expensive. By the time you customize your leotard to the way you want it, by the way, they charge you more if you want to cut the leotard higher on your leg. So taking away the fabric, I guess you're changing the cut, that's why they can charge more. But by the time I finished just trying it out, customizing a leotard, it was $120 for a leotard. I was like, ain't no way. I'm not doing that. And I mean, if I had the time and energy, I'd just go ahead and sew my own dang leotards, but it's just too much effort. Oh, wow. Thank you, wow. I know I should do like a wow. Trying to make... Thanks, May. You're making me laugh. Yes, you are a strange person. Oh, Amanda, yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad things are, you said that's what happened to you. Okay, what else? American-made clothing or imported from China or Mexico, do you not care? I don't know, man. I like, as much as I love going to, really fine clothing stores and looking at everything from, Zara and Banana Republic to couture lines. We can go over to Robertson Avenue and look at all that really fancy stuff. And, my family has been in retail for years, but, and I've worked retail, but I honestly like to go thrift shopping. Oh my god, you love watching the YouTube of morning ballet class. I know, right? Me too. I actually want to put my camera on for class so that people can just watch the warm-up, but we're not always allowed to have the camera on at my studio because there's younger students there. So I need just to start filming my warm-ups. But back to the clothing thing, I like to thrift shop. I like to thrift shop at Buffalo Exchange, Goodwill. I have found some amazing things. You got to dig through a lot of crap to find the good stuff, but when you do find the good stuff, especially here in LA, a lot of people get rid of really nice things, and they're in very good condition. And so I found Betsy Johnson things for $10, Ralph Lauren. I don't know. So that I like that, and it's sort of the thrill of the hunt, the thrill of the kill. For me, I don't hunt animals. I hunt clothing. So I guess if the clothing was made of leather, that would still count as hunting an animal, huh? Ooh, God, mind screw. Whatever. But, yeah. I love thrift shopping and saving money. Anyways. Stateside myself, some stuff that I've had for years, as it were. Oh, very nice. And hello over there. Oh, hearty hearts. I love the little hearts. Periscope just knows how to make you feel special. YouTube, get some little hearts going. You guys need to make that thing happen. And guys, okay, can we have a chat about Facebook here for a minute, please? I'm really tempted to turn off my Facebook. I'm not going to because I have so many people on there that either I want to be able to share, hey, I'm doing this new thing for my channel, or, I have a private account where I can still see some of my old friends and their families and stuff, but I don't like going on there anymore because all it is all of these crazy articles from unreliable sources, mostly about politics, and then a lot of nice cute puppy videos, and I like the animal videos, they're cute, and then it's just getting like a lot of junk mail, a lot of junk mail on Facebook, and I'm getting tired of it. I'm really getting tired of it. I think it's just farty, and I don't care anymore. And I know everybody's into Snapchat, and I'm not. I like YouTube. I like Instagram. Periscope, I should use you more, I know, but other than that, that's kind of it. Even Twitter, I'm kind of over it too, because I just can't be that witty all the time. So anyways, one can also score good working clothes. Yeah, military surplus stores are awesome. I agree, manga. Ooh, I'm almost done with this shoe. I'm so happy. La 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 la. For any of you out there wondering what I'm doing, I am darning the tips of my pointe shoes because it makes them last longer, makes them look prettier, and gives me a better balance on my shoe. Haha. So that is what I am doing. I know you are all just fascinated. Sometimes I watch Katya's periscopes. Oh, she is just hilarious. If you all don't know who Katya is, look her up. Drag queen extraordinaire. Okay, gonna finish this up. Then I can get to the sewing of the ribbons. Show us your feet. You want to see my feet? Fine. But if you're gonna say weird, creepy feet things, your butt's getting kicked off. Right now they've got tape on them. There's a foot. Ta-da! Nice big bunion, which I have a video on my YouTube channel all about how to stretch your feet and strengthen them and work with the challenges of having bunions. So how to ease the pain, etc. So for all of you looking, here they are, ta-da! And they still have the tape on them from earlier's rehearsal. What is it called? What is what called? Oh, MILF, please. Ha! I don't have kids, honey. Sorry. I do have 2 stepkids, though. Yay. But I have not made any of my own, no thank you. Do I like silly humor, Mrs. Georgia? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Anyways, there you go. Feet, done. YouTube. I don't know what you guys are saying over there, but... Oh, you guys are weird. Ugh. Periscope's a little bit like MySpace, people. It's just some interesting people on there, can we just say. Silly people. Okay, I'm going to get this through here. I'm going to work this thread all the way around. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, YouTube, hi. My YouTube name... No, I'm not. You guys are weirdos. My YouTube name is the same as my Periscope. It's Ballerina Badass. Ballerina Badass. Like, sometimes I feel like a big dork ass, I'm going to tell you guys. Just a big old dork. Dorkity dork. Yeah, people want to know, like, where do I come from, etc. I danced with ballet companies all over the U.S., and then I had a major foot injury, and I took time off, and I went into acting, and I did film and television and theater, and then I decided, funny enough, just as my career was about to really kind of take off, I realized I wasn't happy doing it at the time, and I really wanted to get back to ballet. I feel like no matter what happens, I can't move forward until I heal my wounds around ballet. And when you have a career that's sort of taken away from you, especially like dance, where you have an injury and suddenly you can't do it, that's not only a physical wound, it is an emotional wound. So, hey, Richard. So I have to heal it, and I can't move forward really in my life until I heal this wound. And I don't know how long it's going to take or where it's going to lead, but that's the path I'm on right now. So here I am living in Torrance, going to this wonderful little studio every day, working my butt off to become a better dancer. To what end, I don't know. Will I get into another company? I don't know. After watching the video on Wednesday, dear Lord. I feel like I still have a long way to go, and do I even want to do it again? I don't know. So, pointe shoes. Now they have both been darned on the tips. What does this say? Manga, you're funny and very weird. Okay, so now I'm going to sew on the elastics. So, and I got these shoes at the dance shop, the dance store on Robertson Avenue in Culver City. We just got a brand new store here in Torrance called Activity Point. It's fabulous. And they do custom fittings as well. I highly recommend them. They're wonderful. Hi. Whoever said hi? Hi. Hi, how are you? And So I'm very excited to have both of these stores now in my life as resources for more shoes. Okay, I use dental floss. For all of you who don't know, I have a question. I was wondering how you feel about acrobatics and dance. It is like a dance controversy. I was wondering what you thought about it. You know, it's interesting, KK. It depends. I mean, I think that if it's well done, anything is cool in dance. I mean, if it's you know it when you see it. You know what I mean? Like it's like watching a movie and you see good acting versus bad acting. You can't exactly say why. You just know that you believe it. And of course there's subjectivity. If it's just a bunch of tricks and kicking your leg in the air and spins, well, great. But that to me is that's gymnastics, and I love gymnastics. Love watching it. It's awesome. I love seeing all those tricks happen. But I don't, it doesn't move me as much. But then again, if it's just dance where they're just sort of walking around in circles and not really doing anything, but sort of feeling the floor, I'm also not really into that either. I like a line. I like a look. I like some pizzazz. So. Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about it? Do you like it? I mean, do you think that it's integral? Sometimes I feel like the only thing I don't like is when people are only impressed by the tricks, and if you don't do any tricks, then they don't appreciate what a fine dancer you are. And that would be me, by the way, because I don't do a lot of tricks. So, I'll admit that. That's just me. Would I be willing to try it on... Oh, hip lay? No. No, I don't care about hip lay. I think that it's awesome they're doing it. Go for it. Everybody tries new styles and new things, and what the man who created hip lay is doing for the culture and everything, that's awesome, but it's not my thing. So no, I'm not going to try hip lay, at least not at this point. It just doesn't interest me. But again, I think it's cool that they're doing it. So I look up to you because you work so hard and not afraid to pursue your dreams. Oh, Amanda, girl, just so you know, sometimes I'm terrified to pursue my dreams. I mean, I definitely had the dream for a long time. I wanted to be a famous musician I play guitar, I play piano, and I have actually written songs, but I only played them live once at a very small gathering. That scares the heck out of me because I just don't have as much experience doing it. And, being an actress, I really wanted to do that. But I ran into a lot of really creepy producers and people who were always trying to just you know, and so that scared me. So I still get scared. I do the best I can to pursue my dreams. And even the ballet thing, it scares the heck out of me. I mean, I was saying earlier, when I watch videos of myself dance, I want to say, who am I kidding? Who the heck do I think I am even trying to go after this career now, much less earlier in life? It's crazy. But then I feel like I just have to keep going. I don't know. If anything, just inspire all of you out there to go after what you want to go for. And like I said earlier, I just feel like this is the only thing I can do. I can't do anything else until I see this through to whatever conclusion it is. And I don't know what that is. So it's really awkward being, oh, but I'm a YouTube famous dancer and a professional artist at that. Oh, that's really nice the way you put it, Manga. Thank you. I guess it's all relative. I have some friends who have reached really high levels of fame, like they've won big awards. If I said their names, you'd know who they were. I'm not going to tell you who they are because I keep that private, but I don't know what they're saying over there, but guys, sorry, I'm talking. But even they have their own doubts, and for them, they're just going to work every day and doing their job, and they're in it, and working hard at it, and I guess it just feels different when you're the one doing it than from the outside. So I'll bet, Amanda, there are people who are looking up to you and what you're doing and thinking the exact same thing. If we can all keep each other inspired, then that's the goal. Don't be afraid you are the... Thank you, Manga. I appreciate that. I really do. I mean, I did. I had a total like breakdown last night. Like not mental breakdown, but just crying. Because there are times where you're like, gosh, I've worked so hard, and you think you made all this progress, and then some days it just feels like you're getting nowhere, And that's when I'll take time to just curl up, watch a nice movie, like what I'm doing tonight. I've got hot cocoa. I had macaroni and cheese earlier. None of this is healthy food, but it's healthy for my soul. And I don't do it all the time, and I think you should do everything in moderation. And breathe. Do something nice for yourself. I'm going to take a nice long hot bath tonight and spend time with my family and, give gratitude. Then take a little mental break from the dancing, and then tomorrow I'll hit it hard again for the performance. It'll be fun. And just, guys, at this point, it's like, well, what do you say? Yeah. You're welcome, Amanda. At this point, it's just about going on stage and having fun, because there's really not a lot else you can do. I mean, definitely you have to maintain, you can't just let it all hang out and have fun and be messy. It has to be strong and good. But other than that, oh, this is the part in Harry Potter where Harry and Hermione dance together. Did you guys know that apparently J.K. Rowling wondered if she shouldn't have put Harry and Hermione together instead of the other two? I have to say, personally, this is really creepy, but I think they should have stayed. I think that Hermione and Harry should have gotten together. So there. Thoughts? Interests? Best during my life, more exercise and fertility, running a marathon. Oh. That's interesting, Manga. An exercise and futility than running a marathon. Interesting. Yeah, it feels like we're getting nowhere, but then you look up and that's so like Labyrinth many times, it feels like you're going nowhere when in fact you are. Okay, recently in the competition dance world, it's been a huge controversy whether or not to let acro into dances. I personally like doing acrobatics and seeing it in moderation on stage. See, I agree. Man, when there's a beautiful dance, I love in gymnastics when you see a gymnast who's taken a lot of ballet because their line is so much, they're more graceful. I love it, and I think that they can mix. And if I had the opportunity to go back to my childhood, I would have definitely taken some gymnastics. I think it builds confidence, and I think that it just gives you a whole lot more. Zhuzh. So I would definitely go back and do it if I could. At this point, I don't really want to. I don't know. I can't believe I'm admitting that. Maybe I would if somebody would just pay for it. But yeah, I think definitely. I'm with you, KK, on that one. Oh, you're a runner, Manga. Cool. Very cool. I have that power, but it seems when it's time to swagger, God puts that tiny person in front of me to throw me down in the mud and beat me to keep humility. Oh my God. Yeah, humility is important, I think. I don't necessarily believe God's just sitting up there with a baseball bat waiting to like whack us down at any moment. But I think humility is really important. I've noticed in my career every time that I've been like, yeah, I really am the business. Haha. That's usually when something goes wrong, because you can call it karma, you can call it not paying attention, or whatever you want to call it. But I think it's important to remember, like Madonna just said in that speech she gave for Woman of the Year, these aren't my talents. God has given me all these gifts. They are all God-given. Whether you believe in God or not, but I think definitely it's definitely not like it's me doing all this, and it's my thing. So I think that humility is very important. Yeah. Okay. Yes, rhythmic gymnastics requires all of ballet training as well. Yeah. Nice, Amanda. That's very cool. Okay, I need to measure this. Oh, hey, welcome, Raphael. Testing the shoe for the elastics. Oh, gosh. My feet are swollen today, man. We do not want to be in pointe shoes. Plus, it's easier to put them on when you have tights on. Come here. Okay, there we go. Yay. Put it over. Yep, it's going to be a normal sew. So there's the shoe on the foot. I haven't broken the shank yet at all with my hands. I don't fully break it. Here's what I do, just in case y'all are wondering for the breaking part. I will first, put the needle down. I first take the shoe this way and I gently, not too hard, bend it this way. And I bend it up here higher. I don't go too low for my feet because my arches just kill the shoe so quickly. But I gently bend it this way, like that. And then I'll open it up and then I'll gently pull it back the other way. There we go. And then I'll just pull the shank away from the shoe. Russian points have nails in them, which sometimes fall out. You have to be really careful about that, mindful. Depending on how low you break them, they'll pop out, and then sometimes they'll be stuck at the bottom of your shoe, which really sucks. But I try and break it above the nails so that they just stay put, because that gives me more support. So there we go, and that's it. You know, a long time ago I used to cut the shanks. I don't need to do that anymore. I just break it like that, and that's pretty much it. And now the shoe is set to go for me. And now I'm going to sew the other side of the elastic. All right. Oh, Manga said something. Yeah, oh, Manga, I'm sorry. Your comment got blocked only because you used the word crap. And even though I am saying crap a little bit here, I have definitely blocked any cursing on my chat, just depending on who is watching, especially if kids are watching, etc. I just don't want a lot of that in the chat feed. So if you want to reword the post, please feel free. No swearing. I appreciate it. Although I know in real life I swear like a sailor. It's terrible. I'd be so careful at the studio not to swear too much in front of the younger kids. But it was sort of like, you know, I was never a really big drinker or smoker or anything, but boy did I love to swear. It was like the thing I could do, get away with. Haha. So yeah. Okay. I love dental floss because it just goes through so easily. You can sew these puppies so quickly. And then if you need to pull out the ribbons or elastics later, if you know you're going to reuse them on another pair of shoes or whatever, it's so easy to pull it back out. Haha. So I love that. Much easier than regular thread. Okay. Hi, whoever you are on Periscope, welcome. Welcome to Pointe Shoe Hell. Dun dun dun. People are typing things in Russian. I don't know what you're saying. Hopefully you're not cursing. Okay, let's stitch this. I'll show you guys what I did. All the way around. Here, I should probably lower this a bit so you guys can see better over here. Boop. Like that. That'll help. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I'm not sneezing again. I'm tired of sneezing. Ugh. Oh, Harry Potter's in Godric's Hollow. With Matilda Bagshot. Who's actually a snake. Not good. Eek, eek, eek. What are these? Pointe shoes. These are pointe shoes, honey bunny. I am sewing the pointe shoes. Hello. Hello. Okay. I am getting this elastic done on this one set of shoes. So it looks like all in all, with talking, it takes me a couple hours to do a full set of shoes. So not quite as bad as 3 hours long. Is it a job? No, it's my job. For dancers, we have to sew all of our own shoes. No, it's not. I'm a ballerina. Yeah, that is my job, actually. So when you're a professional ballet dancer, you sew your own shoes. You don't have other people sew them for you because only you know exactly how you want them done, and it's very personal to each dancer. So I don't know, maybe Misty has somebody sew her shoes for her. I don't know. But I think that's cheating. So there. It's so funny because I know all these inside stories about certain dancers whose names won't be named, but everybody loves said dancer, and so you don't want to say it about them, but it's so funny. Everyone in the dance community has like zero respect for this dancer, but everyone outside of the dance community thinks that they're a rock star. It's so funny. And at first I thought, ugh, shouldn't somebody say something? But the fact is, when people love, a celebrity, they don't really want to know the truth about them. They don't want to know all the bad things. And even if you tell them, they're not going to really believe you. So there's no point in telling them. And, if you know the truth, well, then it's for you to know. So, and again, the truth, I know what my mom would say. She'd say, well, there's your side of the story, there's her side of the story, and then there's what actually happened. So the fact that I wasn't there for all of it, I'll never really know the whole truth, right? So, oh, no, don't come out. Oh, it did. Dang it. Okay, finishing these up. No. Almost. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now the elastics are done. So you all can see, this is how I sewed them on. You can tell. It's a little tricky. See if you guys can see it. Up there. Oh, you guys are way behind on the feed. But yep, so in this case, I've just done a single elastic as of late. I also like to crisscross them. But recently I realized that doing the single is working just fine. I'm constantly changing and rechanging the way I sew my shoes, trying new ways and seeing what works best. So part of the process. And here I have a bunch of extra ribbons that I've saved from old shoes. So I'm going to pick out 4 of these. And I'm going to turn on the kitchen light because it's time. So there. Okay, we have about a half hour left, and then I'm going to do the Christmas giveaway part. Boop, boop, boop. I'm excited about. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just use these 4 ribbons. Let's tie these back up. Oh, people who just sew on elastics to hold shoes, it's fine. Only need ribbons. For performing, really. You don't have to have them. It's not a must. Kaylee has a question. Hey, Kaylee. Oh, cool. Good to see you on here. All the classes were canceled at my studio. Plus, we get 2 weeks off for Christmas break. How would you recommend staying on track? Okay, great question, Kaylee. First of all, taking time off can actually make you a better dancer, as long as it's not too much time off, right? So when I took a week off at Thanksgiving, I actually came back more limber because a lot of my muscles had time to really relax and recuperate. So if you're having a lot of tension right now in your body, that will help. Get a couple of massages if you can. If you can't afford to get a fancy one, have someone in your family, just a good shoulder massage at least. Roll on the foam roller if you have one, or a tennis ball. I would recommend maybe every day just do a simple Pilates routine. Find a good one on YouTube. They have half-hour routines and hour-long Pilates routines. And just maybe in the morning or at night, just do one of those. And maybe do some light stretching if you must. If you want to kind of just go through your general, like maybe your frog and your splits, but make sure that you're warm enough to do it. And then that'd be about it. If there's anything important you're working on to improve, maybe go in once or twice to the studio if they'll let you go in if you want to. But there is such a thing as working too hard, and I am definitely guilty of doing that. And I've noticed that when I let go and relax and rest, I end up coming back stronger as a dancer. So that's what I would recommend. I mean, look at other dancers' routines. There's a lot of great articles in Dance Magazine and online. They do a lot of cross-training. So they'll go into the workout room. A lot of them will do Pilates or yoga. Those are both really good cross-training exercises that are good for your body and will support your dancing and won't kind of hurt it, you know. Swimming is a really good low-impact exercise if you want to keep burning calories or get your cardio up. And another one is running on the elliptical machine because you're not running on concrete, which is really hard on your calves and your muscles, and shin splints is just terrible. But running on the elliptical machine, that gets your cardio up and protects your body. So that's what I'd recommend. Do I have my Christmas shopping done? Oh, heck no, of course not. Oh, you have to leave, KK. Oh my God, I'm so glad. Yay. Well, I hope that your rehearsals go well tonight, and keep me posted on how they go. And if you ever get to post anything, please just give me a heads up because I'm so busy all the time. But if I get a chance, if people tell me to watch something, I do my best to try and watch everything that people recommend so that I can see what they're up to. So thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, let's get this other elastic sewn on. Oh, KK, also, I don't know if you're still there, but the contest, what's going on for my Christmas giveaway? The first 12 people, is it the first 12? Well, yeah, because 12 days of Christmas. So the first 12 people who can comment on who wrote the music for Nutcracker and who choreographed the original Nutcracker, they are going to get one signed pointe shoe from me, and I will mail it to you in the mail. So that is the Christmas giveaway. I have 12 shoes. I'm giving one autographed shoe each to the first 12 people who comment on the composer of the music for Nutcracker and the original choreographer for Nutcracker. So, and I will be announcing winners on Monday. So go ahead and put your comments in now, but make sure you've thought about your answer before you do it, and then I will, yeah, I'll announce winners on Monday. So, yay! Okay, hope you got that before you left. And for any of you on Periscope who heard that, for the contest, make sure you need to comment over on my YouTube channel. Everybody has to comment on the YouTube channel for this video for who did the music and who did the choreography to get the free autographed pointe shoe. Oh, hi, Rochelle Bell. What's going on? I was talking about my Christmas giveaway, and I'll be putting it in the comments also, but I'm doing a little Christmas giveaway. I'm giving away one signed autographed pointe shoe to the first 12 people who can tell me the composer for the Nutcracker and the first choreographer for the Nutcracker. So, if you can tell me those things, I will mail you an autographed pointe shoe that I wore in one of my many shows. So, yeah, that's what's up. One of my cats will lay on like a pillow. Yes, oh my God. Okay, dance rosin is very hard until you crunch it. It's kind of like rock candy. But yes, I totally put my head on my kitty cat's belly and listen to them purr. And I don't put my head on too heavy because I don't want to crush the kitty. But it's so like a purry waterbed. It's really neat. So I do love doing that. But I don't know. Don't all cats do that? Ah, look at that. Kaylee's got that. Ah, ha. Okay, I'll have to start writing this down. Who made the things? I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not. I'm going to just say, if you get both answers right, then you get the free shoes. But Kaylee, I'm putting your name down. An alien soup. You guys have half the answer, huh? Oh, I'm giving it away. Everyone's copy. Let's see. Oh yeah, talk about, yeah, for the hip hop. That makes sense. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, Rochelle, yes! Okay, so again, it's who was the composer of the music for Nutcracker and who was the first choreographer for the Nutcracker. In fact, I need to just make sure I get this written down here. second. Ah, yeah, I thought so. I was pretty sure. So, Rochelle, you're partway there. I'm going to give you guys a hint. You know, if you can go to Wikipedia for this stuff, but there's actually 2 people involved in the choreography, in the original choreography. So, Rochelle, you're partway there. But there is one other person who helped choreograph Nutcracker. So go to your Wikipedia and look it up. Because I like people knowing about ballet history. That's why I do this. It's so evil, I know. Anthony White. Hey, Anthony. Nice. Good to see you. A bit of a technique question. A problem with my ribs sticking out in arabesque. Ooh. Your ribs are sticking out. Now, when you say your ribs are sticking out, is it just a part of being naturally that you have ribs, or are you saying that it's just too open? If it's too open like that, and you say that you are, maybe instead of thinking of pulling the ribs in, I think of lifting up your core. If you're lifting your stomach, lifting, kind of scooping your core in, and then if your arms aren't too far behind you, also make sure that the arms, you've got the hand right in front of the nose, and this arm is not too far back and not too high. If you have those things in place, then as your leg goes up higher, depending on how high your leg is going, your torso is naturally going to tip forward. And so some ribs are going to be out a bit, but if they're splayed out like this, then that makes me think that you're either letting the stomach hang and your hips are sinking backwards. Also, are you up and over your leg? So if you're in arabesque, your foot should still be turned out. If your foot is facing forward, you're cheating, like in a parallel position. Your foot should stay in first position, like this. You tendu back, this foot stays turned out, and then you're lifting in your core. You've got this hand right in front of your nose, this hand just to the side, and that leg goes up, and you should feel your butt quad, or your butt quad, that totally doesn't even make sense. Your gluteus is what, and your hamstring is what lifts the leg into arabesque. So think about that hamstring lifting that leg up, all right? And then think of this lifting forward, all right? So see about that. Okay. Okay, KK, you're really close. So yes, everybody, Marius, Alien, yes, Alien Soup, got it. And yes, Rochelle got it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, cool. Awesome. Of course, anyone else watching this can just copy it down, but whatever. You're all learning. I love that you're learning. Alien Soup gets a pair of shoes, and Michelle Bell gets a pair of shoes. And you're so close, KK. Girlfriend, come on. Somebody helped Petty Paul with his stuff. And Anthony, I hope that helps. Let's see. Anthony, too open. My teacher says pull them in. I do. I'm just worried just because I could be dancing Le Corsaire. Ooh, yes! Love it. You want the flush look. I get it. I think, Anthony, again, instead of just thinking of pulling your ribs in, because that'll kind of hurt the arabesque, I'd think more about, like I'm repeating myself, sorry, but pressing down through the leg. You've got 3 different things. You've got one, a pull of the hand going this way through the other hand. You've got a pull going from your head. Your head is lifting up while you're pressing down through your leg. So that's the side. Oh, that's it. So that one is going up and down. You've got your arm going back through your leg, pulling this way, and then you've got this arm going sideways. So you've got these 3 points pulling in every direction. And if you think of that lifting and growing as you're pulling forward and reaching and pulling with that leg, I think that should solve the problem with the ribs. It's a really great question. And I get that you want the flush look. Yeah, I think that would be the advice I would give you. I agree that it's Tchaikovsky, the most brilliant composer ever. It's funny because last week I had written ballet exam on this. Oh, cool! Rochelle, your dance teacher told you. That's awesome. I love that there are dance teachers teaching the history of ballet, because I think it's important. I really do. We need to keep the tradition going and knowing, where we come from, where it all started. I think that's very important. So, yeah. All right, so, Kaylee, if you're still watching, all you got to do is mention that other one, because I don't think you have yet. I don't think you did. Let's see. No, it's not Kaylee. It's, wait. Oh, gosh, I got to make sure we did this right. Hold on. Okay. Kaylee got the composer. Yes. So Kaylee still need to know who the 2 choreographers are. Rochelle got it. Alien Soup got it. KK, you're just missing 1 choreographer. Good. Kaylee got him. Yes, so Kaylee gets pointe shoes. Okay, KK, girl, if you're still here. It's okay, yeah. I don't mind if they're Googling or not, but you just got to mention KK, the other choreographer, and then we're good to go. For all of you guys, if you're, there's only 1 person on Periscope, whatever. If you guys want to know what's going on, go over to the live stream on YouTube for the Christmas giveaway of the autographed pointe shoe that has been worn on stage and lived a dancer pointe shoe life. So exciting, I know. And I can put it in the comments too. In fact, I'll do it right now. Boop. Christmas giveaway. The first 12 people to tell me the composer and 2 original choreographers for Nutcracker will receive 1 autograph, I can't spell, you guys, autographed pointe shoe from me. Leave your answers in, if I can't spell, my God, I can spell answers in the comment box below if you are watching this video post live stream. Smiley face. There we go. Haha. So we saved that. Boop, boop. Hopefully that's saved. Oh well. Anthony says, okay, so Kaylee got it. Oh, KK, I hope you get it. If you don't, I'm going to like direct message KK to tell her, hey, get the other one. What's my favorite production of Nutcracker? Mariinsky Theaters? Yeah, Mariinsky is beautiful. To be honest with you, my favorite, and it's personal, it's because I was a kid when it came out, and it was the first Nutcracker I was ever in. It was the State Ballet of Missouri's Nutcracker, so it was Todd Bollander's Nutcracker. So the State Ballet of Missouri, it was the ballet company that would perform all over, and then it moved to Kansas City and became Kansas City Ballet. But before it was Kansas City Ballet, it was State Ballet of Missouri, run by the talented Todd Bollander, who was a dancer with New York City Ballet before he became the artistic director of that company. And he did some amazing choreography. He choreographed one of my favorite ballets of all time to Gershwin's Concerto in F, I think it is. Oh my God. And his Nutcracker just was stunning. I loved it. I used to watch the Bolshoi every year. Yeah, Bolshoi's nice. Random fact, but I was a Sugar Plum Fairy in the Nutcracker recently. Rochelle, no way, where? Where did you do it? And that's not random fact at all, girl. That's fantastico. And how did you like doing it? And did you get to do the pas de deux? Because the Sugar Plum that I'm doing this year, I don't get to do the pas de deux, which sucks. So I can't wait. I was saying I can't wait next year to go back to guesting in places where I can do the pas de deux. Oh, yeah. I mean, anything with Mikhail Baryshnikov is just, I do enjoy him. And of course, Nureyev. Hello. I haven't seen Ratmansky's Nutcracker yet. Everything I've seen around it, there's bumblebees and chefs and all kinds of things in it. I don't know if I'm into that. Yes, I do love the 1993. That's the one with Kelsey Kirkland, right? Oh my God. Yes. BB Man? Okay, Rochelle, you're way cooler than me because is BB meaning Birmingham Ballet? And then, oh, you didn't get to do it either? Oh, right? The pas de deux? I should know what BB Man means, and I don't know what it means. I feel like a retard, sorry. It's not allowed to say anymore. I feel like a dork. I just danced the variation from... Oh, yeah, you did? Oh my God, Anthony! So Anthony, here on the thing, says that he just did the grand pas de deux. How did it go, dude? How did it feel? Did you have a good partner? Tell us everything. We want to hear. Do share. Do share. And where was your Christmas show at? I want to know. Kiki. No hissing. Stop that. No hissy hiss. Tell, tell, tell. That's right. Macaulay Culkin was in that. Oh, Barbara B. Mann. Oh, cool. Okay. Right on. Why am I not familiar with Barbara B. Mann? I will look that up. Well, how did it feel, Rochelle? Did it go okay? Oh, and you did the variation, Anthony? Oh, just the variation. Got it. Oh, okay. I miswatched that. I'm so sorry. I missed your comment, Anthony. That variation, that music is, I don't know. I find it not as inspiring. But did you like the choreography? I mean, I want to know. Oh, in Ireland. That's right. In Ireland. I forgot. I am dying to go to Ireland. I can't even begin to tell you. Who's calling me? We're not taking phone calls right now. Go away. But yeah, so cannot wait to go to Ireland and see sort of like where my family's history comes from, because I have, my family started out there, so that would be amazeballs. But congratulations on doing that. That's fantastic. Yeah, I know, the cat's hissing. Yeah, Grandpa to do. I thought so. I thought so. It's a little boring, haha. Yes, I danced the Mariinsky version. Oh, nice, dude. Well, okay, well, at least the choreography was good, right? I know that music, though. Oh, we don't, in this production that I'm doing, they don't do the male variation. So what they do is they do the whole show, and then comes Flowers, and during Flowers, they have the Dewdrop, but she's dressed like a flower. They have me on stage, so that's 2 tutus, and then they have Clara and her prince, and Clara's also in a tutu. So there's 3 girls in tutus, one of which is dancing a pas de deux during Flowers, plus all these flowers. Then they do the grand pas de deux. Then they have me come on and do my solo. They don't have the male solo, and then they go right into the coda, and then they do the pas de deux coda, and then they do the big ballet coda for everyone to bow and all that. So it's a very different version. I'll say I love the beginning of this version. Their act 1 is just so entertaining. A lot of good dancing, a lot of stuff going on, and I like that. I don't like their second act as much, only because it's just not what I grew up with. And you know how that is when you're used to a tradition of what you grew up with, and mine was that the Sugar Plum Fairy dances with the prince, and then but that's like her prince, and then Clara has her own prince, and they're sitting up there watching and eating sweets or whatever. It's just different. But that doesn't make either version better or worse. It's just a matter of preference. Let me see. I feel like I was doing really well until I went for the pirouette on point and fell, but I got up and everyone clapped. Yes, girl. Oh, my God. That's huge. That's huge. Falling is definitely, we were talking about this. People will occasionally fall. Oh, thank you. I love you too, whoever you are. Strange person with flowers. But if you can get back up and make the audience clap for you, that is a win, okay? There is video out there, I think, of even Svetlana Zakharova falling on her butt. It happens to everyone at some point, and it can't always be helped. So, Rochelle, good for you. I think that's badass, officially. The Mariinsky is good. Used to watch on Ovation before. Oh, I know, right? Yeah. They're always changing the cable things around here. All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes left here. So far, I have 3 people I am definitely giving away one of my autographed pointe shoes to. And to those of you who did guess it so far, Kaylee F., Alien Soup, and Rochelle Bell, if you want to send me a private message of where to mail the pointe shoe to, please do so. Otherwise, I will try and contact you guys. I did say I wasn't going to announce until Monday, and I changed my mind. Because it's my stream, and I can do what I want. But the contest is, you have to comment on YouTube. I could say you have to be subscribed and all that. Whatever. If you like my channel, you'll subscribe. I know it. But you do need to comment with who was the composer for the Nutcracker and who choreographed the Nutcracker. Hint, hint, it's more than one person. Who was the original choreographer. 2 people worked on the original choreography together. So, post both of those answers, and you will win an autographed pointe shoe from moi. And yes, it will be a used pointe shoe, not a brand new one, because I need the brand new ones to dance on. Thank you very much. And then, what does this say? Oh my God, are you serious? Somebody dropped Diana Vishneva? Whoa, you have to send me the link to that. I want to see that. I can't imagine. I love her dancing. I think she is amazing. And Nico Fogarty fell in the Grand Prix? Are you kidding me? I've watched several of her videos, and she is brilliant. That makes me feel so much better. Can I just say? They need to make that you know that book, Everybody Poops? They need to make the book, Every Ballerina Falls. And it's just a picture of a ballerina in her tutu like that, with the tutu up in the air. That would be awesome. A little picture book with all those great dancers like burp. That would be so good. Okay. Somehow I never have fell on stage. I guess I got all my falls done in class. Unfortunately, two of my friends fell when they were doing Russians in the Russian dance. Oh no. Kaylee, toy, toy, toy. Good on you for not falling. That's awesome. How do you actually feel about males on pointe? And I don't just mean the comedy troops. I think it's great, actually. There's several male dancers here at the studio where I'm studying who are training on pointe. And I think, first of all, it makes them stronger dancers and better partners because they understand how it works. Because they've been on the pointe shoes. They have a better understanding of balance. And then I think it can be beautiful, depending. You know, there's a couple of dancers out there, I know, young male dancers who want to actually cross gender barriers and perform the female roles. And look, you know what? Since Shakespearean times, we've been having men playing women's roles and women playing men's roles and all this. I think it's possible. I don't know. I think it'll have to be a special circumstance because the way men are built, you know, finding that right build that we can be lifted. Yeah, you can email me, Rochelle. I don't know if there's a way you can send a private message through here. I think you can. But if you want to email me, you can email me at georgiareed@gmail.com. That's Georgia, spelled just like the state, R-E-E-D, georgiareed@gmail.com. And let me know where you guys want your pointe shoes sent to you. Well, your one pointe shoe. Okay, how can we DM you? Yeah, so Alien Soup, you too, if you want to just email me at georgiareed@gmail.com. All right, I'll make sure you get your shoe. Yay, 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 yay. I'm so glad you guys found the answers. All right, 7 more minutes. And the shoes are almost done. What I love about this, it helps me, you guys, because it's so much more fun to sew shoes with friends than it is to just sew them alone. Although watching Harry Potter does make things more interesting. But this is a sad one. They're all kind of sad, let's face it, but yeah, extra sad. Extra sad. Okay. Getting this elastic done, yo. Whoop, whoop. It won't let me post the link to Vishneva getting dropped. Oh, lame. Alright, well, I'll just have to look it up. That sucks. Well, whatever. No worries. If any of you guys are on Instagram, follow me and send me a message and make sure you know I follow you back, okay? I don't follow just anybody back. Because some people, I don't know, like a lot of people on Instagram, they'll follow me only because they want me to follow them, and then they'll unfollow me a day later, and I'm like, that's silly. But if you're really interested in, you know, looking at my posts and telling me about your posts, then I'm interested. I mean, you know, I want it to be an actual dialogue, not just a I'm trying to get my numbers up thing. Ridiculous. I need advice for shoes because I have a very strong shoe. Do you recommend any brands? Wait a minute, Rochelle, are you saying you have a strong foot, or are you saying you have a strong shoe and do you need a strong shoe, or your shoe is too strong? If you can strong foot, yeah, okay. So Grishkos are really good, especially for classwork. You can get them in a really nice hard shank. I like that. Do you have a wide foot, or do your toes taper? If your toes taper at the bottom, mine do taper a bit. The Russian point is nice. You just need to get it in a nice hard shank. Also, what else? You know, Suffolks are very hard shoes. If you're somebody who breaks your box in really quickly and it turns to mush really fast, you might try the Suffolk. For me, the Suffolk was too hard. The box was so hard that I could not get any malleability for my toes, and my toes want to be able to move in the box. So they die a little sooner, but I find that if I get the Russian point with a nice hard shank, I'm okay. Or the Grishko. This is the Grishko Nova, which that's not the Grishko Nova. Where is it? There's the Grishko Nova. They're a longer shoe. It's so funny because it's like they're kind of technically the same shoe, but can you see this? Do you see the difference here? Well, there's not tons. Here's the difference. What the difference is in the way the satin is. It's hard to tell, but for some reason, these shanks, they're pretty hard. The Grishko, though, will get a bit bendy after a while, whereas these will stay pretty pointy. I feel like I'm not making any sense at all. These are the two shoes I would immediately recommend to you. You might also look into the Sancha. Try that one out. And try the blocks. I know Block is coming out with a lot of new styles that might appeal to you. Definitely, though, just always ask them for the hardest shank possible if they can double them up. And I know Sancho, you can get shank inserts, which is nice. So that if the shank dies, you can pull it out and pop a new one in, and that'll make your shoe last longer. So it's all good stuff to look into. Everyone loves Freeds. I love Freeds. We all love Freeds. They break, they melt like butter. Even the hard shank. You got to find a way to get a really hard shank to make those suckers last. And then I don't know a lot about Gaynor Mindens yet, I'm sorry to say. So I hope that advice helps. Okay, what else? Manga, yes, all dancers trip all the time. It's ridiculous. Oh, you've had the Grishka Ulanova before. Yep, I've used that one too. But did it not work out for you, Rochelle? Did it break down on you too fast, or did it break too low? Sometimes if you pre-break the shoe yourself with your hands, you can kind of coax it into breaking a little higher than what your foot would do. Like if I just let my feet naturally break the shoes in, it would break a lot lower. But I pre-break them in with my hands gently, not too hard, and that coaxes the shoe to break a little higher, so then I have a better platform to hold my foot up, to hold it longer. Glides and run top speed is sudden I walk and stumble over my own big feet. Yeah, I know, Manga. We all do that. It's a dancer slash athlete thing, I think. So I will pre-break my shoes, but not too much. So this hasn't snapped. It's just been bent a little bit to sort of mold to the right shape. Oh, Rochelle, I hope that helps. The main thing, Rochelle, you want to go to a certified shoe fitter, okay? Try to find someone who really knows their stuff, who's willing to take an hour with you if necessary to find the right shoe for you. Not just throw a pair on and, you know, like, oh, they're pretty, okay, we'll sew them for you. You want a professional shoe fitter if you can find one. That's my top recommendation to you. All right, it's time to end the Pointe Shoe stream, you guys. So I will be putting in the comments again, you know, what's going on for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, although it's just going to be, you know, 12 Pointe shoes. But if you can name the composer of the music for Nutcracker and the two choreographers, the original choreographers on the Nutcracker, I will be giving you one of my Pointe shoes autographed in the mail coming to you. So when you get the right answer, put it in the comment box, and then shoot me an email at georgiareed@gmail.com with your address. Once I've announced that you are a winner, I will let you know. And then I'll get the shoe to you. So I hope that you all are having a wonderful Christmas season. I'll be putting out more videos, and I don't know if I'll be doing another one of these before the new year, but if not, I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything, and a big old Happy New Year to you all. And I just want to thank you all for definitely a fantastic year, this being my first real official year of Ballerina Badass. It has been going unofficially since 2014, but this has been a big year of growth for me, and I could not have done it without all of you, and I love you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, I feel like I dance for you guys now, and it means the world to me. To be able to give back in any way that I can, it makes me feel good about what I'm doing. So that's it. Let's see, I think we're good here. To ask for longer vamp, they said the shoes had the longest vamp. Yeah, that's true. They do. You can play with other things. There's, Rochelle, you can play with the length of the vamp sometimes does make a difference. You can also see, though, talk to a good shoe fitter, because they can play with different things with the width and the box and the shape of the shoe, that if that's not the best shoe for you, there might be another one that'll work in a different way. You just got to keep playing with it. I'm still searching. Even though I love these shoes, I'm always going to see what else is out there to see if there's something even better for me. So. And a lot of dancers, I ask, but a lot of dancers are like that. Not all of them are just a one-shoe kind of dancer. They're on a constant quest for the best shoe, you know, good, better, best. But to everyone, you've been watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed. Never give up. Never stop dancing. I love you all. Toy, toy, toy. And now's the part where I have to click over and say, stop the thingy. So, bye-bye, Periscope. First of all, good night, Periscope. How do I say good night? There it is. Stop broadcast. And